Hi, this is the Asian Cup 2026, the group stage. The event is organized in Haikou, China. Watch the full event on the ATTU YouTube channel.
I have red and blue. Blue for Feng, red for Wang. Feng, you want the toss? Service, which side?
Feng Yi-Hsin, 23 years old, world ranking of 55. A right-handed shake-hand grip. Keep in mind the fact that these two lads have never met each other, but Feng Yi-Hsin did start off with a win over Mohammed Abdul Wahab 3-0. Mohammed Abdul Wahab of Qatar. Yes, the world number one. 25 years old, he's been world number one for quite a long period of time with a few gaps in between. There's a left-handed shake-hand grip. 18 career titles to his name, 490 career matches, out of which he's won 417 and lost 73. Feng Yi-Hsin has played 87 matches, lost 209 and won 478. He's got a good score as well, 70% win rate as compared to 80 of Wang Chuqin. And now thank you to the Washington is very the ball. But a good amount of umpires, today, including Timur Kochayev of Kazakhstan. Interesting matchup here for us. Wang Chuqin, of course, so it's kind of interesting
First
to
game,
see how he's on.
Feng to serve. Love all.
Feng will start off with the service.
Love one.
Love one started a very shaky 2025 Wang Chuqin, but came back later on to win a whole lot of events.
Two, love. Two, one.
2-1. Wang Chuqin to serve.
One, three.
Using his that extreme power play that we're so used to watching.
Two,
There's no spin as well. Be able to draw on a few points here. Now 3-2.
Three, three.
3-3.
Four, three.
Wang Chuqin still holding his own.
Let inside the end line. 4-3.
3-5. Wang Chuqin not really taking too much of time, just launches and do his explosive play. Remember, he's got a brute forehand, and well, that's just the way that he will perform.
4-5.
Right.
6-4.
6-4 now. He's got a massive fan following. With good reason.
6-5.
I do like the way that the Chinese Taipei paddler has started off. He knows he's playing against, well, the top seed. He's 55 in the rankings. But you want to play without fear.
6-6.
You do want to play your best game, and I think that is so important. Feng Yi-Hsin knows that it's very important for him. To pull back in, but I think Wang Chuqin just holding his own. It's 8-6, and well, he's just got that ability to study a game. He'll take his time, to get back into action. 9-6. Jan Portera there just drawing that out, and I do believe a game point here for Wang Chuqin, and he's got the crowd behind it.
7-10.
Always a joy to watch in action, and just then Jan Portera from him this time around. Good off the net, 7 points in the bag.
11-7. Game to Wang.
Absolutely no reply to that one. So 11-7. Wang Chuqin claims the first game in this matchup. Service there from Feng Yi-Hsin, and Wang Chuqin unleashing that backhand. Great direction, perfect positioning, and a winner. So he wins the first one, 11-7.
你自己发转的时候，你打那个怎么样？因为他基本上他还是以摆抽为主，他看你不选手过来你，对啊，那你想主要是你打起箱子，你要准备，你要快，要衔接要快，好。
Second game, Wang to serve, love all.
Goal number 1. And that is some fantastic coverage. There we go with the second game. Wang Chuqin to serve.
Love 1. One, two now.
uses his serve to create exceptional opportunities for himself to finish off. That's the interesting bit about Wang.
4-1. Two, 4.
Interesting bit of play. Well, just failed to get that back onto the table, and he knows that.
Three, 4. Five, 3.
The 5-3 very much in control of the situation. If you just look back over a period of time, you would realize that Wang Chuqin comes directly under the tutelage currently of Wang Hao.
6-3.
And what an event it's been for these lads. Kind of a partnership, if you ask me. That forceful backhand.
3-7.
And that's what's known, the ability to just generate that kind of power, you know, in those replies. And this is what, well, Wang Chuqin excels at best.
3-8.
Not just wrist and forearm movement, but he gets his entire upper body into that swing. It's a very unique style of play. That's placed him right at the top of the, pecking order. Feng Yi-Hsin serve.
8-4.
And Feng Yi-Hsin able to draw one back. I do like the way that the Chinese Taipei paddler has, approached this game. He's coming fearless, throwing caution to the wind. He's up against the best in the world currently. That's a fine finish. You want to clean it up before the conversation gets prolonged. And that's exactly what Wang Chuqin excels at.
4-10. Game to Wang.
11-4 as he claims the second game here. Wang Chuqin didn't have to bat an eyelid for that. Well, he is under the guidance there of Wang Hao, who's another legend by himself. But here's the finish. Feng Yi-Hsin serves. It's pretty much at game point. And then we'll just change his direction, goes across there. And Feng Yi-Hsin unable to get that back on board. So it's now 2 games to love, and Wang Chuqin wins the first 2 in this matchup 11-7,
11-4. Third game. Feng to serve. Love all.
Third game.
1 love.
Starts off service. Don't forget that the Asian Cup is, of course, Wang Chuqin's happy hunting ground. The defending champion. Well, he will win that point. Feng Yi-Hsin just checking the champion. But Wang Chuqin replies. But welcoming that challenge openly. That's a fine rally between the two before FangBo just got that into the net. It's now 1-1 in the third game. Wang Chuqin to serve.
2-1.
Yes, not talking about that power. That's what I mean by it. The ability to just generate that kind of pace and powers. Well, I do remember, according to me, one of the greatest ever skilled players in table tennis.
2-2.
Well, would be Ma Long, and he certainly took a few players to the cleaners. Could variate his game and speed, and he had some power. And this is what Wang Chuqin really shines at. It's kind of almost difficult to reply to him.
3-2.
And he just keeps coming at you. Another player, of course, who does have that ability is Lin Xidong. Not that kind of power, but the ability to just keep coming at you relentlessly. It's 3-2, Feng Yi-Hsin.
3-3.
I changed the direction. Well, just picked it totally away from his Chinese Taipei counterpart. Well played there. The 4-3 currently.
Timeout.
So timeout being called.
Time.
Quick word there, Feng Yi-Hsin will consulting his coach.
4-3.
Called the timeout. Wang Chuqin will continue with the serve. He leads 4-3.
Well, 4-4.
that's a fine finish. Lovely reply and return of serve from Feng Yi-Hsin. 4-all now.
No
Definitely got
flashlights,
a
please.
boost there from his coach. No doubt about it.
4-4. 5-4.
Just looking to return that back with a backhand flick. Wang Chuqin will hits the net. It's now 5-4.
4-6.
4-6. So Feng Yi-Hsin coming back strong. Don't put it past the world champion. He can change gears, as and when he progresses through a game. Yeah, Luke Huggle worked too well. Lovely forehand finish. 5-6 now. You just look back at the guiding forces of these lads. The men, of course, being, guided by Wang Hao, who's been a 3-time world champion.
7-5.
And then you have Marlon, one of the greatest table tennis players, if not the greatest of all time, coaching or mentoring the women. And you think about it, whoever made that statement that, bad players or average players make great coaches, well, these are the finest, coaching the finest now. So, Feng Yi-Hsin will serve.
8-5.
Well played by Feng Yi-Hsin. Do like this lad spirit. Lovely jab there with the backhand.
5-9.
Just pulling on those points, which is almost like Wang Chuqin's taking, well, is on a break for a little bit. But here he is to serve at 5-9.
6-9.
That's now finished. 6-9 now. Never underestimate top three players who can come from far behind to change things around. There keeps the serve there to draw 2 points behind Feng Yi-Hsin. Well, that gentle chop before that killer finish that came in with brute force.
9-8.
Remember, great power in this sport, never executed to, well, brute strength, but the brute strength with pinpoint accuracy. It's an entirely different ball game, pun intended. Feng Yi-Hsin serves at 9-8. 4 straight points so far for Wang Chuqin.
8-10.
And game point now. Very interesting that the way that this game has panned out, but you just can't call a result. So Feng Yi-Hsin will lose this match or win this match, but he's proving to be a very strong contender.
11-8. Game to Feng.
And he claims this game, so it's now 2-1. A lovely play from the Chinese Taipei paddler. It's Wang Chuqin 2, Feng Yi-Hsin 1. Very, very interesting turn of event. And Feng Yi-Hsin winning this on Wang Chuqin's wild serve. A lovely forehand finish from him. Put it beyond play. So as it currently stands, it's 11-7, 11-4, and 8-11. Wang Chuqin still leads 2 games to 1.
关出来吊的时候，吊的时候你轻的还是要往上面的，这种根本抓不住。然后你就站着，对，说用反手来打，你就站着看着打，你要不撤的时候不好打，这样子自己
Time. Time.
We get into the 4th game. And this matchup that has turned out to be a highly competitive one.
4th game. Wang to serve. Love all. One love.
Oh, that is absolutely well executed there. Wang Chuqin creates the opportunity for himself. He knows it's going to come back there. All he needs to do is just slam that home. Very well done. Lovely finish.
1-1.
1-1 now. And that's real brilliance at its finest. Now that's the hallmark of all the greatest table tennis players. You always want to create an opportunity with each and every reply of yours. It's almost like orchestrating the movement of a certain rally.
3-1.
3-1 now. Just to change the mindset. And that's what he does, as I mentioned this earlier, does switch gears, you know, at will.
4-1.
4-1. Ball number 1. Well, that beautifully done, just inside the line.
One five.
Well, needs to draw it in back as he can. Feng Yi-Hsin will have to pull it back together. He's now 4 points behind as he serves at 1-5.
Two five.
Well done to win a point back. I think much needed in this situation.
6-2.
Well played by Feng Yi-Hsin. Getting that direction right, doing extremely well.
Four six.
And once again, we'll just pulling his own together.
Timeout.
Timeout being called by Wang Chuqin. Stay with us.
还是有耐心啊！你那多想一把我们去弄死他就不行，对吧？有耐心，其实更多的相信身体技巧啊，把人这种再放下来，呼吸流畅一点啊，这种呼吸调匀，完了人这种来的这种更轻松一点就行啊。挺好，那整个没问题。
Quick word there with Wang Hao. As I mentioned earlier, one of the finest players, today's gone by.
Five six.
And Yi-Hsin still holding its own. What's very interesting is that both Wang Hao, who mentors the men's team, and Marlin, who mentors the women's team, are known to be two of the greatest pen holder players, especially Wang Hao.
7-5.
And he has come back from Wang Chuqin, much to his relief. 7-5 now. We're going to flick that through. That's the front of the net.
Let 8-5. Five 9.
Well, he's now keeping it together. Wang Chuqin, and want to get down to this. It's going to be a bit of a worry for the opposition.
6-9.
The 6-9. Feng Yi-Hsin, that's some great spirit. Amazing temperament from this youngster. And a forceful forehand there from him as well. It's opened the face of the racket.
10-6.
And that point here for Wang Chuqin. It hasn't been a walk in the park, there's no doubt about it, but it's been quite an event.
Ten-7.
Oh, amazing. The backhand flick straight to the opposite end. Well played. I do like the spirit of this young lad. I really do.
11-7. Game and match to one. One wins the match. 3 games
does,
to 1.
well acknowledge. Well, that challenge from his Chinese Taipei, well, counterpart. Well played here as the world champion wins 2 out of 2. And it's been quite an event. Well respected, don't forget him, well loved. But when he's unsettled, that's an entirely different story, and that's when you have Wang Hao to step in. But it was a very, very good game. Good contest here between these two. And here it is. So Wang Chuqin, well, currently, well, leads on his group table as well. We'll get to the next match in just a little bit. But for now, let's remind you that it is Wang Chuqin who's won this 3-1 in this encounter with Feng Yi-Hsin. And it's 11-7, 11-4, 8-11, 11-7. Stay with us for the highlights, which follow in just a bit.
Five. 8-6. 11. 5-3. 9-4. 11-4. Game. 1-1-1. One love.
Read more about table tennis on my blog, PingSunday.com. Get free ebook and coaching advices. See you in the next video.